Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to be talking about some of the coldest temperatures of the season with some frigid air coming in for October standards for some of you. So before I do get started, if you do like weather related content, please subscribe to my channel as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. All right, so let's get started. What we're taking a look at here is the overall depiction of what's going to play out for basically the second half of October. And man, you couldn't have drawn this up any better than this, man. You got a classic high latitude blocking event. We've got ridge over the top, the trough drops in underneath and just kind of intensifies and spins and builds and releases a cold Arctic air into the region. So this is an unusual setup to see so early on in the season in October. And of course, if this would be happening in the heart of winter, you would be talking about some intense cold going into the United States with some pretty heavy snow events. So, but this is October and not January, but it's still going to get cold, and we're kind of walk you through it right now. So let's take a look at some of the overall temperatures as we're waking up this morning. This is the latest icon model. And you can see we have a first initial front bringing some colder temperatures. I know yesterday morning it hit 48 degrees just north of Dallas. So that was our one of the chillier mornings so far we've had this season. But that colder air has pushed all the way down into the deep south. But we've got more reloading up in Canada with 20-degree temperatures in the Canadian border. But if we take you through another frame, we have another initial front coming in from the northwest. And by tomorrow morning on Thursday, we'll have temperatures in Montana and Wyoming dropping in the Dakotas below freezing. So that's some chillier air entering the picture, and Idaho, if not Colorado. And we tend to modify because the air is drier down here in the deep south. So we have some big temperature swings. So, you know, what goes up fast, what can come down fast as well. So we've got another cold front coming down the pike on Friday, and those colder temperatures by Friday morning will have a good chunk of the central and northwestern part of the U.S. below freezing for much of Wyoming, Colorado, getting into Minnesota, a good portion, all of the Dakotas, and those below freezing temperatures will reach Wisconsin, and even getting down into the Ohio Valley. Even Chicago might touch freezing. So those cooler temperatures with this second front is a little stronger, and we have another front that's going to be even stronger behind that in several days, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But that colder air by Saturday will reach all the way down to the southeast and bringing some 30-degree temperatures to Arkansas, to the Tennessee Valley, to Kentucky, to Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, parts of the Virginias, and even into Pennsylvania and upstate New York. So, and then they'll be looking at some potentially snow event setting up with the northeastern, with some snow breaking out in this part of the region up in the upper Adirondacks. And so some of this could be some pretty heavy wet snow over like places like New Hampshire and parts of Connecticut, as they kind of have a setup, a baroclonic setup with potentially some heavier snow and just a small region there, kind of a heavier wet snow. But that will quickly lift out and move on. But by Sunday morning, those colder temperatures kind of really settled in with that second front all the way down into the coast this time, reaching to the Carolinas and the 40s, South Carolina and North Carolina. And then we're just looking at another even more intense cold front coming down the pike from the northwest in Canada, where now they're dropping down in the teens for the lower temperatures and 20s for a good chunk of Canada. And those 20-degree temperatures are entering Montana again, as well as North Dakota. But by Monday morning, that's when you have a little bit more Arctic air start entering the picture. And these temperatures right here are actually below zero. So this is definitely some chilly air coming in for October standard, if not frigid in some places. But now you'll be waking up to morning lows in Montana in the teens for a good chunk of Montana and Wyoming. And now we're talking low 20s for lows in parts of the Dakotas. And that colder air will swing south eventually into Colorado by Tuesday, and that's when we really start to see some of the more frigid air for October standards by the 20th of the month, with that third now cold front, which is the strongest of the fronts that we've talked about. And these temperatures now in the Colorado and some of the higher elevations are going to be reaching below zero for morning low temperatures. So that is definitely some frigid air coming up for you guys. Even for October standards, that's probably a good 20 to 30 degrees below normal in some of these spots. But yeah, I mean, some of these single digits for a good chunk of Wyoming and Idaho, and those colder temperatures reach all the way down into Kansas this time, down in the 20s, and even parts of Oklahoma, and even the Panhandle gets in the action with a freeze. Even the Panhandle will have a freeze coming up by Tuesday morning, the 20th, and eventually that colder air will make a push down to the further south into the southeast, because by Wednesday morning, it kind of more or less really entrenches a good chunk of the central U.S. and bringing those below freezing temperatures for probably about 30% of the country will be waking up to below freezing temperatures. And check this out, you guys in Texas, some 30s popping up on the map. Down to 37, gosh, if not 36. That would be incredible if it reaches 36 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on October 21. So that is definitely some chilly air. But if the skies can clear and have low radiational cooling, then yeah, I mean, with evaporational cooling, we could drop down in the 30s and even down in the heat island of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So. But yeah, you can see widespread freezing temperatures in Arkansas and Missouri and Illinois and Iowa, where I do think we'll have a blanket of snow we'll be dealing with as well as more snow breaks out with this cold front as well. And this, like I said, this colder air will not only this will extend down in the southeast to the east, and this is on the 21st, but if we kind of expand the view, this would only kind of reload, and now a lot of that colder air will be over the eastern part of the U.S. and sort of the central part of the U.S. as those colder temperatures move down more to the southeast and eastward towards the later half of the month from the 24th through the 28th. So definitely some cooler, if not chilly, frigid air for some of you guys coming out for the second half of October. So I just wanted to give you a quick update on those temperatures. So definitely be ready for those. If you did find value in this video, please like it, leave your comments below, and subscribe to my channel. And y'all have a great day, everyone. I appreciate you guys watching. So catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.